Freewoods Farm is about a people and a time that don't get much attention.
This is the story that's not told in the history books.
It's the story of African Americans who began farming in this part of South Carolina after being freed from slavery.
Some of the newly freed slaves were able to get land in this community because the plantation owners didn't consider this area suitable for farming.
The thought was this location was too wet, and that has certainly been the case this year.
We had a lot of rain this past summer.
While Freewoods might be a living museum of sorts, it is still a working farm.
We're growing essentially the same crops they grew in this community.
That includes the sweet potatoes being harvested on this day. It also includes other vegetables, peanuts, sugarcane, which is made into syrup, and a demonstration plot of cotton.
What we do here at Freewoods Farm is essentially replicate what those farmers did in this community.
Like those farmers, employees and volunteers here are limited to hand tools, and the only assisted power comes from one of the two mules, Pete or Jake.
Freewoods Farm uses mules and hoes and rakes and what have you, just like the old farmers did.
The period of time depicted here covers the way African American farmers lived for about 100 years.
That first century of freedom is the story we seek to tell here.
In 1865, 4 million former slaves were granted their freedom.
They were freed with no land, no money, no formal education.
There were ideas to assist the freed slaves with the transition.
One of the proposals was that each family should be given 40 acres and a mule.
The 40 acres and a mule, however, never materialized. It's no coincidence, though, that Freewoods Farm covers 40 acres.
This is the symbolic 40 acres they didn't get.
This place is designed to show how African American farmers succeeded in spite of the obstacles.
The history books do not focus on what they did on those farms.
Those farmers not only tended the land, but they were instrumental in forming churches, schools, and other institutions.
It really is an amazing history.
I'm Richard Green, taking you around Carolina.